guys, welcome back to my channel, Inside the Box. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We talk about ways we can use tools and skills that are already in our box to make money for us from home or just side gigs. So if that's interesting to you, please follow along with my channel. Today we're talking about 5 things we can sell on eBay that are in our house. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Item number 1. Grocery bags. Yes, you can sell grocery bags on eBay. People buy them for crafting purposes. They make plarn or plastic yarn out of them to knit with or crochet with. So if you've got grocery bags laying around your house, put them up on eBay. The colored ones sell the best. Like if you have a yellow bag or pink bag, you're going to be able to sell more of those faster and maybe ask a little bit more money. You're talking like making $1 or $2 off of these bags, but they're just sitting in your cupboard anyway, so you might as well experiment with them on eBay. And if you keep this in mind as you're going throughout your house about what do people use for crafts, you're going to find a lot of your trash is another man's treasure, and it can make money for you. So these sell best in lots of like 25 or 50. So you just want to flatten them out, take your pictures, fold them up, put them in a poly mailer, ship them. Super weight, low risk item. All right, plastic bags. Item number 2. You've probably heard this one before. Clothing. If you don't want your clothes anymore, put them up on eBay. Get some money back for them. They're pretty easy to ship and you can make good money off of it, especially if you sell things in lots like a bunch of baby clothes. Kids grow out of clothes so fast. So you probably have those around your house. You know, take your 3-month-old clothes and put them all in a lot and sell them on eBay. If you're wondering how to price things, please keep an eye out for a video from me. I'm going to talk about whether you should do buy it now or auction and how to determine your start price, because the last thing you want to do is put a shirt up on auction for like 99 cents and not charge enough shipping for it, and then it actually sells for 99 cents, and then you're ending up having to pay to ship the item instead of making a profit off of it. So before you make that mistake, subscribe to my channel and keep an eye out for that video. All right, the next item is glass jars. I've specifically sold baby food jars, and again, these sell better if you have a lot of them, like 30 to 50 of them. And I'm showing you these items because when you're starting eBay, you might not have a lot of capital to go out and buy inventory. So you want to use things that you already have around your house because you're trying to make money, not spend money. So once you sell these items, you know, you can make like an $8 profit on this. Then you can take that $8 and put it into inventory. But right now, I'm assuming you have $0, so you're going to start with this. Now, it could take time. If you've got one baby at home and you're collecting these jars and you need 30 or 50 of them, you're going to have several days worth of waiting before you can start listing these on eBay. But if you're thinking of other ways you can source, maybe you have friends who have babies, make a Facebook post and just say you're collecting these, and in a day you're going to have 30 to 50 of them. So that's just a way to get inventory. And if any of that's interesting to you guys, let me know so I can make videos about it. If you want to know how to make capital or where to source inventory, put capital or inventory in the description below. And also, on top of not spending any money, it's super low risk because when you start eBay, you will make mistakes. You're only human. I've made a ton of mistakes. If you want to learn from me so you don't make the same mistakes I did, follow along with my channel because it's going to be full of videos where I've made mistakes. Okay, the next item, books. I love selling books. They're really easy to take pictures of, to list, and to ship. And you can ship them with media mail, which is like the cheapest way to ship stuff. If it's a book or a DVD or something, and they're not breakable. They're not gonna shatter in the mailbox. So this is a super low risk item. I find I've sold a lot of kid books, and I find it's better if you have like the whole series to sell or a lot of books in a series. Those sell quicker for me for a little bit more money. This particular book, I'm keeping this one. I love it. I'm not selling it on eBay. It just was in my house, so I'm using it as an example. The author is Kendra Joy. It's Shoes, aka My Life. It's a comedic Cinderella story about this this high school girl named Avery who's going to her high school prom. And this book will have your ribs hurting. You're gonna laugh so hard. But Kendra Thatcher, she's got her own YouTube channel called Kendra Joy, and she's a self-published author. She self-published this book on Amazon. So if you're looking for ways to make money, and maybe that's something that's interesting to you and something you can do from home, follow her channel. I'll put a link of it in the comments below, and go support her and buy her book. Find out how she did this so you can start selling things on Amazon as well. Okay, so books. Number 5. Thanks for staying with me. Games. Card games are great because they're small, so they're easy to pack. If you have board games, you can get a free board game box from USPS.com, and it's just a larger flat rate box. It's shaped like a board game, and you go on there, order it, they deliver it for free. It takes like a week to get to you, so you want to deliver it ahead of time, and you can ship your board games in there. But if your board games are lightweight, I suggest using your own box because it'll, in the long run, still be cheaper than using a flat rate. If it's a really heavy board game, use a flat rate box. And again, keep an eye out for a shipping video from me because I've got these tips and tricks on how to know when you should use a flat rate box and when you should use your own box. So games, if you don't have all the pieces to your game, let's say you want to sell Monopoly, but you're missing like the car or the dice, you need to disclose that in your description of the item. And just be super honest with your customers, because if you're honest, then people are less likely to give returns. And maybe they have the other pieces, so they're just looking for a game to complete what they already have. So they're gonna buy it even if it's incomplete. Just make sure you disclose it's incomplete. Another way to think about it is you have this game and maybe you don't have all the pieces, but you still want it to sell, so sell it in pieces. Because somebody else is missing the dice from Monopoly, or they're missing the money, so separate them and sell them. Maybe you want to sell the board separately and each individual piece separately and the money separately, because maybe someone lost their Monopoly game and got really mad and ripped the board in half, and now they're going online and they don't want to buy a whole new game, they just need the board. So that's ways you can think about what you have and tweak it a little bit to gain a different audience or customer base. So this leads me to my bonus tip. If you've stayed with me this far, please like this video and subscribe. It will help me out a ton, and I'll know to do more videos like this if you like these simple items you can sell to make money. Okay, the bonus tip, plastic water bottle lids. These didn't really sell for me. I had like a lot of 200 to 300, and that's how people sell these, because people buy them for crafting purposes. So here's the tip, guys. If you have an item like this that's not selling, think of a different way you can present it. I already saved up a ton of these plastic water bottle lids. I didn't want to throw them away. I wanted them to make money for me. So I thought about, okay, what are people doing with them? They're making crafts. So how can I help my customer with their craft? And I looked up these crafts on how to make like these plastic water bottle snowmen, and I did my own variation of where I sewed the plastic water bottle lids together. So I decided to sell it as a do-it-yourself snowman ornament project. And so I didn't have the ribbon and I didn't draw the face. I just had the plain plastic water bottle cap, and I sewed 3 of them together, and I made like 20 of these and put them in a lot, and sure enough, around Christmas time they sold, and I made like $5 profit or something around there on them. I have to look up to remember the price, but I made a profit on these plastic water bottle lids. So that's my tip for you, is think of ways you can tweak the things you already have to make money for you. Thanks everybody. Think inside the box and make money.